Hello, everyone. Today is December 11th, 2024. This is the Kubernetes Data Protection Working Group meeting. Okay, so today we'll just have some updates for those few projects that we are working on. And Fawn, welcome back to this meeting. You're still with Pure, is that right?
No, I got laid off from here. I
Sorry.
yeah,
Hear that.
yeah. But I got some new job now, so
Okay. You're okay. You're working on a different
yeah,
project now.
yeah.
Okay, great. And then uh you will be able to come back to work on data protection.
Maybe yeah. I hope that I can rejoin the CBT project again with
Oh,
IBAN.
nice.
Yeah.
Which company that you with now?
I cannot review right now yet.
Oh no, that's okay. Sorry, I didn't know it's not open yet. That's totally all right. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll come back. Definitely good. I think right now we definitely need some help. Okay, so was that you want to give an update on this?
Yeah. So we have addressed all the feedback on the CSI host path changes. You had requested the
This one? Sorry, is this one merged? I actually,
yeah that
oh,
one's
that one was,
merged.
all right. So okay, this one we need to, okay, so you change, cross out, change the color, no longer red. Okay, so this one is done, cross out. And then, okay, so yours, which one do we need? This one is still
Yeah, this one.
the host
Yeah.
pass, okay.
So you had requested a
Oh,
test
yeah, if
plan
you
for this.
can, yeah, some steps. Yeah, I think I took a look, but I think I need to come back to this one. Uh,
Yeah,
so yeah,
I posted detailed
I
test
actually
plan.
would like Ben. If Ben has some time to take a look before we get it merged, that'd be great. Ben, do you think you have some
Sure.
time to take a look of this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I've been wanting to take a look at it. I started to peek at parts of it, but it was pretty big, and so I wanted to give it the prime time it deserves.
Okay, I'll just say Ben will take a look.
cool. I've added a link with detailed test plan, like how to set up the end-to-end
Mm,
services and how
yeah.
sample client can be used to query the get metadata data and get metadata allocated API. Yeah, so all the detailed steps are here, right from setting up till adding some data, creating PVCs, adding some
Mm.
data, and doing snapshot and comparing that with a sample client using the CBT APIs.
Okay, yeah, this is actually really helpful. So I think this, yeah, this detailed example on how to, so people can actually try this out. So,
Yeah, yeah.
So,
yeah.
so does it go as far as exposing the volume as a block device, such that a backup application could utilize the CBT API and then back up the block device and then restore the block device and then end up at the same volume? Like,
Not till that level. We
okay.
have just tested like how backup client would get the change block metadata. Yeah, till
But
that
like,
point we have
where does
tested.
the change block metadata come from? That wasn't evident to me for my first look. Like, because it's
Oh,
a
okay. So
host
maybe
path, right? So
you
there's
want
just a
to,
file system. There's no block device underneath it,
right,
right? So what are we using for generating the numbers?
kind of reading the
Uh,
file, I think. I mean, maybe, okay, maybe Prasad, you can explain. Do you want,
yeah,
maybe,
if you
maybe if I look at this example, okay, can you, okay, let me make you, it's good for you to share instead of me trying to, because this way, let me see. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right, let me stop sharing so that you can actually share. I think it's way better that you can move through this example. I think look at this example would be good to explain how you know, how
yeah.
you how you test this.
Um,
It's
yeah. I think Ben's question was how the change blocks are getting calculated in CSS
yeah, because
program.
this is not like a real block. I mean, this is kind of like a
Yeah,
simulation. But yeah, but
yeah.
maybe
How are we
explain how
simulating it was my
yeah
question.
how this is done. If you can explain, I think yeah, he has some output. I think those are actually helpful, right?
Yeah, so let's talk from like how I tested, then we can go deeper into how the CS housepart driver actually computing the change block metadata, right? Yeah, so in the test plan, like we are just simulating the users, or in our case, backup client's behavior, right? So once we have the PVC and the PVC is mounted to a pod, we add some data. So I'll just cover for get metadata delta API. So let's
Oh,
say
the
the
PVC is in
PVC,
block, right?
yeah, PVC is mounted with block mode access,
Yeah. And
and
we are directly writing into the memory of a block device.
yeah, we are directly writing on the block device file basically. So we are just adding couple of we are just writing couple of blocks there, and then we are doing snapshot, and then we are using a sample client that we have developed, which calls these gRPC APIs to compare the snapshot, and we get the change block metadata in the response. Now you're coming back to your question, how
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah how it's being done at CSS path level. So how a CSS path driver snapshots block mode PVCs is they just copy the file. If I can point you to the location, yeah, it just copies the file as is to some state directory. And how we are
Okay,
comparing,
so we're actually creating raw block volumes by creating a file with a loopback on top of it, and then we're
yeah,
interacting with those.
yeah, to compute the change block, we are just comparing files block by block. That's it.
But I mean, the thing on which you're comparing is a raw block device, which is a file sitting on the host path, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay, so all right, so it's very, very fake, but there's no, it's not interacting with the file system. It's just interacting with this one file, which represents a hypothetical raw block device that you can
that's
snapshot
right.
by copying one file. Okay, that's
That's
extremely
right.
helpful. That gives me a lot more
Yeah,
context. Thank you.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
how
and
the CSS part driver handles
Do you
this
want
thing.
me, do you want me to actually maybe add some of this explanation to somewhere? Maybe that would be helpful too.
Even in the comments, or
Somewhere, yeah, maybe just explain what you just explained to Ben, maybe somewhere add it so this way people can explain how you implement this one. I'll just
Well,
see.
yeah, are there docs for the host path driver that describe
We
how it
don't,
handles raw block?
no, I
no.
don't. It's a sample driver. But you can maybe just add something in, let's see, where would be a good place to add this?
In the README, right? Like that's the README is where
Oh,
people are
README.
gonna
Okay, yeah, sure.
start. They're gonna start in the README and say, "Hey, this driver does support raw block mode, and here's how it does it." And you can
Yeah.
snapshot, and you can even do, well, not CBT yet, but once this patch merges, we can describe that,
Mhm. Yeah.
for raw
Mhm.
block host path volumes, CBT works because it's really, really simple and
Uh-huh.
straightforward.
Yeah, might be good. Yeah. Maybe just read me in read me add a section. Add a section and
Okay.
then just explain how, yeah, maybe this one is more, yeah, it's actually good for us to had those document in the past, but we never had document in the past.
Okay.
But but good too, yeah, because this feature is more advanced, I guess, not many people know what this one means, right? So it's good to add something.
I
Oh,
will try to find a
what is
place.
it? Oh, do we actually have a docs? Storage
Yeah.
capacity tracking rules and there's a doc. Oh, interesting. Okay. I actually didn't know this. There's a doc there. So maybe, yeah, you can have a doc.
It's
Uh,
mostly about deployment guides.
oh, no, this one. But
Yeah.
what about the other one? What about the storage capacity tracking? What?
Okay. Hold
Yeah, this one probably explain. Oh, this one also just mainly talk about how to set it up and what does it. So, okay.
Yeah, I
You know
think
what?
me and Carl also got confused on the same point, like how CSI hostbar driver actually works. And for like file system PVCs, hostbar driver just creates a file system, like a directory for each PVC. So like we can't really run change block tracking on it because it's not a file system on a separate device. So like CSI hostbar driver currently can only run CBT for a block mode PVC, not for a file system CVC. But I've tested
I don't
it.
think you can, yeah, I don't think you can convert. I don't think that part I do not think
No,
actually,
like
right?
with
I do not
that
think so.
CSI, so if the file system is based on a block device, you can actually convert it. So I've tested it with CSI
You can
RBD.
convert it? I don't,
Yeah, there was
does that
the
work? Actually, I will be saying if
prevention
the
of
host pass.
unauthorized volume snapshot conversion was there, right? Like you can take
I
a
know, are you
snapshot and then
saying,
convert.
but okay, let me actually ask the Prasad, when you did this test, do you actually have to do conversion? When you create a PV, okay, can we go back to your PVC
Nope.
definition? Can we
No,
look
I'm
at your
talking about that
example?
CSI hostbar driver.
Right,
No,
that's
not for
what
CS
you use.
hotspot
You use a
driver.
host, but can we look at your PVC definition? What is this one?
Yeah, it's a block mode volume.
Oh, it's you use the block mode directly.
Yeah.
You won't be
CS
able to,
hotspot
you won't be
driver
able to do
doesn't support.
conversion, can you? I thought that won't work for host pass.
No,
No,
it will
but
not
you
work
can
for
take
hostbar. I'm
you can
talking about
take snapshots of raw block devices and back them up.
No, I'm just saying, if the volume mode originally is a file system, can you actually do the conversion?
I'm talking about CSI driver, not hostbar driver.
Not hotspot.
You're talking Ceph driver.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
With
I'm just
RBD
saying,
as the backend.
sure, that I'm pretty sure it can work. I'm just thinking host pass probably cannot work, cannot support the
Yeah.
conversion, right?
Yeah.
Don't
By
think.
default, we assumed it may work, but yeah, then realized that it uses a directory for each PVC, so it will not work.
Yeah, I think that would,
Yeah.
that does not work. Okay. That's what I thought. Okay, so you use the block mode. I think it's good to actually, you know what? All this example would be actually good to be in that doc, that README.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think you
Yeah,
actually
here
just have
summary.
a doc, have a doc explaining how this works and then have your example there. Actually would be good. Rather than this is
Okay.
part of this PR, then it's kind of will be hard to find it in the future, right? Even if I want to find, I was like, I need to find this PR and then find your comments. It's actually those very helpful. I think this will be pretty confusing for a lot of people.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll add that. I had also updated the deploy script, right? Right now it's in my fork because we haven't merged this PR. With that deploy script, you can just, set this environment variable and do the deployment as usual. That will also set up the CSS driver plugin along with the snapshot metadata sidecar. So that will be easier to set up as well. Otherwise, yeah, we'll have to do everything manually, like generating certs and creating CRs and all that stuff. So yeah, once we merge this PR, I also have a work in progress PR that will update the deploy SH script that we maintain in CSS driver to set up the end-to-end to do the end-to-end setup basically of the driver. And with this PR, it will also support adding the snapshot metadata sidecar along with the hostpath plugin. So yeah, it would be great if you can merge this PR so that it unlocks other PRs and our end-to-end testing. We have work in progress PR for end-to-end tests as well, which is waiting for this. Yeah, so hoping for the reviews.
All right, I'm getting the message that I'm the bottleneck here, so I'll set aside some time to make sure it happens.
Sure. Thank you. Yeah, other than that, we wanted to check about the release process. What is the
What? I'm sorry. What process? I'm sorry.
so once we We have, so if I were to talk about the pending items, we have end-to-end test
Mhm,
PR,
mhm.
which is blocked on this host path changes
Okay.
PR,
Yeah.
and documentation and blogs. But
Mhm.
once we are done with that, what is the release process for the sidecar,
Oh,
the
yeah.
external sidecars?
Then yeah, then you can cut the release, right? So do you still need any, you have permissions? You don't have?
We just wanted to know the process. Is it tightly bind with the Kubernetes release cycle,
Oh no,
or
no, the sidecar is not
okay,
not the, yeah. We have our freedom, especially this one right now. It's just waiting for this one to be ready. Then whenever you're ready, we can just cut the release. Things should be
okay.
fine. Yeah.
And
Yes.
regarding the KEP graduation status, so like, will we have to wait for the next Kubernetes release for it to go alpha? I think it missed 1.32.
So for alpha, so whenever we can ready, we can just say we are alpha, right? So that's, we don't have to keep waiting. This is out of tree. And the cap was already merged for alpha. So whenever you got a release out, we can just say now this is formally alpha. So if it's before 1.33, then we can still say it's part. We can maybe I don't know. It's not kind of not very tightly related, but it's kind of part of 1.32 if we can get this one before 1.33, right? Because
Mhm.
Okay, understood.
we just don't
So
have
like,
a so we won't be able to do a blog tightly go with them, but we can always write a blog that is off the release cycle. That's fine. Whenever this is ready, I think you have a document somewhere, like a draft.
yeah, I think Carl
Yeah,
is working on it.
we have a draft PR, but
Okay.
it's not updated yet.
Yeah. So whenever you really have a release, then we can get that updated. Then we can just ask release the doc team to review it. I think it should be
Mhm.
okay. Yeah. It's just they wouldn't give us a. I mean, it's just like they will not be blocked about it, right? In their release block, they won't be mentioned this one is part of 1.32, but we can still release this. We should still be able to publish a blog, I think.
Okay,
Okay,
sounds good.
understood. Yeah. And like, could we like target it for beta as well in 1.33 then?
No, 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 no. It's way too quick. Definitely need more time. This one definitely need more time. We need some vendor implementation. Right now we don't have any, do we?
I think Rakshit
I
is part
think
of.
VM may be one from backup side, and maybe like FCSI will definitely be one. And like,
Yeah, we need to take a look
two,
at that. I don't know
Didn't
where.
someone do something for EBS?
I don't think
Can
they did.
EBS?
No, I don't think they came here, but I don't
Yeah, I followed up
we
with
need
that.
we need more implementation before we move to beta. That this one definitely more. This one is more complicated than working group snapshot, right? In working group snapshot, we even require to have like at least two vendors to have implemented a POC at least, right? This we have not even reached alpha yet, right? So we need to get alpha done first before and then we need to see who else have implemented it, right? So,
And we would want to
I
see
think.
implementations from both the client side and the server side, right? So
Mhm.
storage vendor implementations and backup vendor implementations,
Yeah, this one need
ideally.
more. This one I think need more because this is more definitely more complicated compared to one group snapshot, I think. So because this one
okay,
also, so Ben, this one we also need to move that feature in CSI to BGA, right? Remember that. We also need that.
Well, yeah,
That
but I mean, the concern on the CSI side is going to be the same. It's going to be
right. I'm just saying that
until we have
we also need,
implementations of
yeah.
people
That's what I'm
using
just
this,
saying.
we don't.
We need to, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need to have some implementation. We need to have some vendor implemented it. I'm just saying we probably need to require more than what we have required for working group snapshot because this is more advanced than that. I think yeah, more complicated actually, I think.
I understand,
Yeah.
Xing, but my question then becomes, um, for both CSI and for Kubernetes, if we're doing this pretty much out of tree, we do have it in the CSI spec. Who would claim anything to be alpha?
We can
What point?
once you release a once you officially release something,
Mhm.
then we can claim it's alpha.
Okay.
That's
So
okay. Alpha is okay. Yeah.
okay, so presumably Rakshith represents IBM and Red Hat and Ceph, right? We
Mhm.
represent Veeam and Kasten, and so that'll be a client and a server implementation. And when we get that proof of concept end to end together, then that's something we can demonstrate and make the blog for. And would
Right.
that be a way to kind of say that's how we've achieved alpha?
Oh, alpha, that's fine. I'm just saying we are good with alpha. I don't think we have any problem. We just need to get this thing released, right? You have
The concern is for beta,
yeah, beta is
we want
more.
to see
Yeah.
multiple
I
interoperating
think let's hold off.
implementations.
Let's hold off on the discussion of beta. Get alpha out first, right? I think we're confusing everybody by
Yeah,
talking about
exactly.
the
Like there's
data.
the whole
Yeah, let's not
process.
do
There's
that.
a client, there's a server, there's CSI, there's
Yeah.
Kubernetes, right? And there's the vendors. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's the path that you are looking at in order for us to call anything alpha in different contexts, right? And anything beta in different contexts as well.
So okay, I think I want to hold off on talking anything about beta for now.
Sure.
Let's just make sure alpha
Of
is done.
course.
Then we can start talk about beta. So
Yeah.
for alpha, I think we just need to, that we need to get this this host pass, this PR merged, and we got E2 test, and then you basically just need to release. Right now we have not even released it, right? We released one from this external snapshot metadata. Then we can just claim we reached alpha. I don't think that's difficult, right? I mean, yeah,
Okay.
it's been for a long time, but I'm just saying I don't think that one we have any problem because the cap was merged a long time ago. We just didn't
Yeah,
finish
yeah.
implementation, right?
Yeah. I think what alpha means is that we've released enough stuff that someone could do the demo you just mentioned, where you
Right.
Exactly,
someone,
exactly. And
Yes.
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I wanted to verify
Okay.
because I was starting to get scared that like, oh my gosh, no, now we need to have
No,
two.
that we're talking. That's why I'm saying we're getting confused. We're talking about beta.
I understand.
Let's
I understand.
get alpha first.
Yeah. Okay, good. Thank you. That reclarifies what I was hoping and thinking would be the way we go forward.
Mhm.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
And for the initial E2E testing that's required for alpha, I think we were planning to add a GitHub action in external snapshot metadata repo that basically does whatever Prasad has done manually. So that would be sufficient, right? So it would invoke and like call all the logic.
The GitHub action, yeah, you can invoke that. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. Thanks. Yeah, I think we've discussed most of the points.
Yeah.
Prasad, did we forget anything?
No, I think yeah, that's all from our side.
Okay. All right. Cool. Right. And then go back. So and the other thing is we finally moved the working group snapshot to beta, and external snapshot 8.2 just got released yesterday. So yeah, so we finally made progress over there. That's it. Don't have anything else. Anything else? Does anyone have any other topics other than these two projects? If not, then we're done today. You have 30 minutes back. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye bye.